Hey, good morning. It's Friday, 19th of August 2011, and this behind me is my college actually. Well, it's out of term time, so there's not many people here. But if you have a look, you can see some of the quite beautiful buildings which were built several hundred years ago. There's some construction work being done on the left, which is funded by the St Evan Hall campaign to raise money from past students who are now working. Really building remedial works. Anyway, I'm going to show you the graveyard now and the library. Hey, because of the space needed for actually studying, our library is actually an old converted church, whereas our church is quite small. It's more of a chapel. Anyway, this is our library, and there's the tower. We've had a few tutorials up there. From the tutor who's actually left now, but this is the graveyard. Apparently the bodies have been dug up and moved, so it's a social place, and yeah, I'll show you inside. Hey guys, this is our library here in St Evan Hall. As you can see, the desks are laid out like in six on one side and four on the other, and there's some areas to work right at the back in the chapel area. But we've got quite an extensive collection of books, and we've got some books up in the tower over there on that side. Again, because it's an old converted church, it's quite a beautiful building. Yeah, it's very different to the libraries you have in Korea. Hey, it's lunchtime, so typically here, well, when it's wet, you eat in the canteen. But because it's holiday time, I've just gone and bought some lunch out from town. But anyway, this is the back of the church area, so it's quite a nice area just to come outside and eat. There's even some apples, and actually there's a pears on the trees. Yeah, it's quite picturesque, and it's great to have something to eat here. Anyway, what am I having for lunch? I'm having, actually, you know these guys I was telling you about, innocent smoothies, something that we have in the UK. They're really nice. They're just blended fruit. But anyway, here we go. There's innocent. This is my favourite one, strawberries and banana flavour. And got sushi. I know it's packet, it's not going to be as Japanese one, but I love it anyway. Anyway, talk to you later. Yeah, my fourth year project is actually about jet turbine bearings, heat exchange. So I'm going on to the industrial estate because this is the Southwell building, and I think I'm going to be spending most of my Michaelmas and Hillary term here doing, well, my project. But yeah, it's a new building. It's really quite nice. It's called the Southwell building. It's Osley Laboratories. It houses a few jet turbines, and today's my first day of meeting the project organiser, so hopefully it'll go well, and I know what exactly I need to do with this project. I need to know what is expected from me, what my deadlines are, and how to do really well in it. After a 4-hour train journey this morning, I've come, and the professor has decided not to be here because he's on vacation. He gave me the wrong week, even though he said he got the right week, so I'm a bit annoyed. I'm going to go to the department and get some books out to actually start the research, and at the moment just get a background understanding. Hello, I've met Ben. We went to the same school, and it's different years at university, but yeah. But yeah, just met him driving by, so it's quite good. May meet up. Hey guys, that was Ben. I haven't seen him in like years actually, because he's the year above. He's in the same school as me, and he's just going to start his PhD in engineering. Actually, ironically, it's in the same department as I am for my fourth year project, so that's pretty good. I'll get to see quite a lot of him. Anyway, yeah, I'm just walking by the canal in Oxford. There's lots of waterways because the River Thames goes through Oxford and it heads into London. But there's lots of canals built during the Industrial Revolution, and that went from all the way up from Oxford. I went through Oxford and eventually went to Birmingham, the Black Country. So yeah, this is quite a beautiful, picturesque area. It's just off the main road in Oxford. So anyway, I'm going to head back and we'll go to the department. And I'll show you that now. Right, this is the staircase that I always take in the mornings when I go to the department for lectures. It's just off Parks Road and Banbury Road, and yeah, there's the department. It's a 1960s concrete building. It's really ugly, and I think it's the most ugly building in Oxford. Well, it's because at that point in time concrete was all the rage. Actually, building a structure in concrete was really good because it was quite cheap and you could build it quite big. But my god, it's ugly! Hey, this is actually inside the engineering building. You've got the reception here, and we've got the lifts here, and the library's on the penultimate floor. No, actually it's on the top floor. It's on the 8th floor. The administration building's on the 7th. Administration is on the 7th floor. But lecture theatres around here. I've one there, and one there. Actually, in the library, so I want to whisper. Anyway, this is the undergraduate bit of the library. It's huge. But anyway, the good thing about being on the 8th floor is we get spectacular views of Oxford from the library. And then round here is the sports garden where some of the cricket and rugby and some of the academic football goes down. Sorry, not football, just sports are played. Right to the right there is Gable. Pembury Road down here, and North Oxford over there. So yeah, very picturesque. So I'll talk to you later. Right, so the building behind me is called the Pitts Rivers Museum, and if you have a look, well, I'll have a look at the columns. They're so thin. They didn't manage to fund it all in one go, unfortunately, but it's still, I really like it because it's Gothic, Gothic architecture. And I'll show you inside. Even the I-beams, they go into detail and actually put patterns in them. Right, I'm inside actually the Pitts River Museum. As you can see, look at all the columns. They're so awesome, they're so thin. And the I-beams right in the structure at the top there. You can see we've actually got a pattern, kind of leaf structure, which, like I said, makes it just more interesting. But there you go. I'll just have a look around. Again, I love the glass roof. It's funny that people come here to look at the things. I come to look at the building because the building really interests me more than archaeology. Hey, this is Oxford Cornmarket Street, and as you can see behind me, there's a few Georgian buildings, but it's quite picturesque. But most of the time when you're here studying, you don't actually notice how good looking the city is. But anyway, I'll just show you a little bit around. I'll show you Broad Street now. Right, so this is Broad Street, and as you can see behind me, that's Balliol College, and on the left here is Trinity College. For the last 4 years, I thought the council just made a mistake and didn't actually resurface this part of the road. Actually, apparently this is where, in 1556, some Danish people were burnt at the stake. No, sorry, actually some people were burnt at the stake, so for religious reasons they think it's holy and they haven't ever resurfaced it. Right, so the building behind me is called the Sheraton Theatre, and after three and a bit years, I still didn't know what it was called, but that's where we can matriculate, which is the induction process here in Oxford. Now, I really do feel like a tourist back in my own hometown, but the thing is, right behind me is the Bridge of Sighs, and that is a bridge that connects one part of the college to another. But because it's quite grand and it's quite beautiful, all the tourists seem to love it. Anyway, I'm going to walk down now and I'll show you something called the Radcliffe Camera. The Radcliffe Camera was built using money from John Radcliffe, who actually the hospital here is named after, who donated all his books. And well, it continues there because it's the part of the Bodleian Library, and the Bodleian Library, I believe, has to have a book, one book that is for everyone that's published. They keep one book, at least one book. So it's an extensive collection, but obviously it's not stored here because the building is of finite size. And there you go, you can see the Radcliffe Camera, and it's all its hooting, and it's used commonly as one of the symbolic buildings of Oxford. So this complex all around me is called the Bodleian Library, and it was built in 1602 to house plenty of books. Apparently it goes down 10 stories and up 4 or 5. However, the interesting fact is, in 1610 it was made a copyright building, so the fact is that every single book that's published in England has to be given a copy to Bodleian Library free of charge. So that's why it's so big, and even now I believe they can't actually hold every single book that they have. So yeah, it's quite good. And behind me is Radcliffe Camera, as I've already shown you previously.
Either later.